All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, again, Fixing the Thing. And this week, we're going to review Joyride. Joyride is directed by Adele Lim with Scream... 2023 Joyride. Yeah, not the horror movie. This is the comedy movie. Screenplay by Cherry... I'm not even going to fucking try, dude. Cherry Chiva is what her shortened name is. And Teresa Hsiao. With cinematography by Paul Yee, edited by Nina Erb, music by Nathan Matthew David, the whitest name on this list. Production companies are Point Grey Pictures and Red Mysterious Hippo, distributed by Lionsgate with release dates of March 17, 2023 at South by Southwest and July 7, 2023 in the wider United States. Joyride has a runtime of 95 minutes and on a budget of $32 million as of July 9th. It has only brought in $5.8 million. Joyride is currently sitting with a 91% on the tomato meter and an 83% from audience score. Metacritic has it as a 75 Metascore with 35 critic reviews and a 5.7 user score with 17 reviews. But the people's whose opinions matter most are ours, and you're getting 10 minutes of spoiler free starting now. Oh, it worked. Hell yeah, brothers.
So yeah, this is not about you're just driving on the side of the highway and someone tries to chase you down.
Dude, that kill, one of the kills in Joyride is absolutely insane. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen 2 to 3 of the Joyrides.
It's brutal, bro. It is brutal. So brutal.
I was scared for a long time.
What is it, like a serial killer killing people nasty?
We'll watch it.
Yeah.
If we don't do Socktober, we'll watch Joyride in October for sure.
They got like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So like this movie though, I knew it was gonna be in the camp of being like, hey, it's gonna either be like, oh, girls trip, or it's gonna be another like movie that just like doesn't hit. And later I'll let you know which one I chose.
I think Metacritic, everybody, all the users on Metacritic are racists. Because
rated R comedies, I feel like, are always gonna get trashed, and people like the jokes are supposed to be crude, like stuff like it's supposed to be vulgar, it's supposed to be like you're supposed to swear, it's supposed to be like. I feel like when it comes to rated R comedies, they're good. There comes a time where they're like, okay, these are fine, and then when they're not, a bunch of them are coming out, then it's just like, oh no, this is just not great. Like it's like.
I know we usually do this in the spoiler section, but I need to read this from Armanio Films. I did not enjoy this movie. Took my son to see it for his NFL offseason. 0 out of 5.
Why?
What?
That's just a lie.
It's just a lie. What the fuck? I know I'm not supposed to be cursing this early in the video, but what in the actual
they stopped that, dude.
It's so weird, though.
Was it like, oh, his fantasy league's over, so I took my child?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so confused. I read that and just felt the need to tell you guys.
Bro, the user score's trash, though. I mean, you can't listen to them.
I mean, it is pretty trash.
Especially on Metacritic.
I want to know what the average score is from the critics. Because, I mean, spoiler alert, I like this movie. I thought it was good.
I also like it.
I don't think I think it faltered a little bit because I didn't like it as much as the guy behind me. Because the guy behind me thought that this was the funniest movie he had ever seen in his entire life. Dude, he literally was cackling at everything. And I was like, why don't I find it as funny as him? What's wrong with me? Why am I so fundamentally broken that this guy thinks this movie's funnier than me? I never got the answer.
So like one of these like negative like reviews or whatever, it's like built around a predominantly Asian American cast. It's so determined to be crude and edgy that while its friendship dynamic lingers, its initial cleverness gets left in the rear view mirror. But it's just like,
what's that on?
This is on Rotten Tomatoes. But it's just like, it's crude and edgy. It's like, duh. Like,
it also marketed itself as that.
For sure.
If you went in and thought that this was going to be anything other than crude
like
humor,
a wholesome,
you're an idiot.
Trip
you're just the dumbest fuck.
Yeah,
it's just so weird. Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, a lot of people is like, oh, it's just it's filthy. It's aggressively like just like they're overdoing the sex jokes and the just the swearing and everything like that. But I feel like I would not have gone to this movie and not expected that. I feel like they promoted it properly. Now, if they didn't promote it that way, that'd been a whole nother story.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I think is a terrible thing to knock this movie for, because like, guys, come on, you had to know. What'd you think?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because I kind of say the same thing about like that new Jennifer Lawrence movie is also R-rated, and they could have played like a safe rated R where not a lot of shit happens. But I like that they leaned into the fucking raunchiness.
And I know what that
crudeness.
Yeah, and with that film, because I've seen interviews on it already, she said like she got the script, she knew it was crazy, she knew what the idea was, and they wanted it to be like classic, rated R, like that's supposed to like they wanted to make a crude, like inappropriate movie, and like same thing with this, like that's what the movie's supposed to be. Like
yeah, but I think this goes harder in the R rating versus the
I
Jennifer
haven't
Lawrence
seen
movie.
the other one, but I'll definitely take your word for it.
I
No,
don't.
it does.
Yeah,
I mean, this has one. I mean, they both have some scenes that are definitely hard R. Like,
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen No Hard Feelings either, but
what do you've heard of the Jennifer Lawrence scene that happens in that movie?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything about that movie.
Okay,
I'm
but
going.
I mean,
pretty
this
blind.
has a scene that I don't think I ever could have expected.
Bro, me either. But
Yeah.
it was almost so jarring because of the way that they shot that scene that I was like, come on. You couldn't even do like a body double where like, I don't know. We'll get into it more in the spoilers. It was a little crazy though. I think some of the scenes are just not funny though. I think like specifically, and I don't think it's a spoiler, when they're doing the like music video scene, I was like, this is corny as
took you
fuck. Bro, it took me out so hard. Not only because the CGI was bad, but also just because it was like, this is just lame. I get it. I get why they're
Yeah.
doing it, but like why is it gotta be so corny? I don't know.
What's the issue with that scene too is the fact that it's like I don't care for the music choice they chose. Like I just thought it was like it didn't hit the way I'm assuming they thought it was gonna hit.
Yeah.
But also too, like there's no payoff.
None.
Like it's
None.
all for nothing.
Especially because there was no lead up where they were joking about the song
there is a
either.
payoff, dude. Come on.
But that's even after the scene though.
Yeah, I was still scarred from that moment.
I'm not scarred. I'm still a little horny about that moment. You know what I'm saying? JK. If you're my fiance listening, I'm
In
just kidding.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know when she says it's the inside part. I just was not ready.
Brother. Oh man, we got 3.5 minutes until we get to the spoilers.
But it's my thing though. How memorable and iconic is that scene?
It is. It's gonna go down in my brain as It's scenes like the baby Jesus scene in Talladega Nights. Everybody
For sure.
remembers it.
Yeah.
That's a good scene.
The stepbrother scene where they're playing out each other being dead or sick, and when their houses are trying not to get sold. Iconic. This scene is truly iconic. It is next level. This is man, too good.
How'd you guys?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how'd you guys like Sherry Cola? She played like the art friend.
She was fine.
I thought she was good. I think the chemistry of the cast is good. I think some of the gags just like I don't think it's just like I don't know because the main actress I've actually seen in anything else.
Jobu Tupaki.
Is that her name?
No. She was no. Stephanie Sue is in Everything Everywhere All at Once as Jobu Tupaki or whatever her name is. You're talking about Ashley Park,
Yeah.
He's talking about Ashley Park.
bro. You've seen Stephanie Sue in something though.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I see.
But
it.
he said main girl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What have you seen her in?
Let me look it up. It's one of those things where I've seen
Ratatouille, the TikTok musical.
Get the fuck
100%
out of here.
that.
No.
100% that.
Did you see her in Mr. Malcolm's List? Or was it Ghost of Hiroshima?
No. Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You
Emily-
haven't seen her or anything, dude. Stop lying.
Emily in
Dude.
Paris, maybe?
I've seen Emily in Paris. That's where I know her from. She plays
What the
roommate.
fuck? You're lying, dude.
I don't know.
For real, it's
It's
a
so
Netflix
weird.
show.
No, I know
Emily
what
in
it
Paris.
is, but like the fact that you're like, this is the only person I've seen.
Well, she's in like every season. They got like 4 seasons.
Bro, yeah, but the other girl was in the best movie of all time.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, but I've seen her in one thing. I've seen this person, and so which was like I've
In
seen her for
multiple
like
seasons. It's
You
like
watch
3
Shang-Chi,
movies.
dude? Don't lie.
Yeah. Is she's in Shang-Chi?
Who's in Shang-Chi?
Stephanie Hugh.
No, she's not.
As what?
As what? Spearman number 5 or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. She's Sue.
That could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
That can literally be anybody. So yeah, I literally only know her from Emily in Paris.
I think the sleeper hit, though, is the cousin. Oh, excuse me?
Deadeye, right?
Deadeye is the sleeper,
Yeah,
bro.
Deadeye's
Yeah.
so good.
She's so good, and she's the least raunchy. I think if the whole movie was all about her and people like her, normies would have liked the movie more.
I think too what was cool about her was from the trailer, I expected her character to be a little different than what I got in the movie.
Oh.
I think
Same. I agree.
I thought she was gonna be, because they do the whole Deadeye gag, and I thought that was her whole character, but it's not. It's just kind of like,
It's kind of her whole character.
yeah, but the whole like BTS thing, just her whole like
Discord friends. you
yeah,
know?
like her internet like persona stuff. I wasn't expecting any of that whatsoever. So
Yeah.
like you kind of got to see like she actually had some character development.
Yeah, she opened up.
Yeah.
She was the only character that I didn't have any preconceived notions about whatsoever. So the fact that you guys are like, no, she's way different than I thought. I'm like,
Well,
what
I thought she
the
was gonna
fuck?
be a stoic, does nothing,
Yeah.
just a weird in the corner character, and she was. I mean, she was, but she wasn't.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, boys. The spoiler timer's gone off. That means on the count of 3, we need thumbs up, thumbs down on whether or not we're going to recommend Joyride. 3, 2, 1. Big thumbs up. But big one thumbs up.
Don't
Yeah.
take your
Big
kids.
Take your kids, maybe. Teach them
I
something.
mean, if they're done with their
You
NFL
are.
season, you might as well.
Yeah, for sure. If he's out of, or if they are out of the NFL season, for sure, take him. Just like you should be taking yourself over to that button in the top right-hand corner so that you can watch our spoiler-full thoughts on Joyride. And while you're over there, make sure to click subscribe, and then you should Eiffel Tower the subscribe button and the notification bell and high five your boy.
Because we love
Those
Paris.
cheeks.
Yeah, because we love Emily in Paris and God.
Yeah. God.
But yeah, if you don't do that, then that's fine. But until then, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger now that that thing's gone. Okay, straight up spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, to get the hell out. Bro, the fact that we get full on vagine is wild. It is-
I could have never anticipated that in like
but
my
they-
whole life.
And
It was
that
such
type
an
of
intricate tattoo.
tatted.
It's
Yeah.
my thing though is like we should have known it was coming though, because you can't have a Chekhov's vagina. You can't bring up a vagina tattoo and then not show us in the third
And it'd
act.
be like a little like,
Yeah.
I didn't
barely see.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it was gonna be small, but I guess because they were running the whole gag of being like, "Oh, I'm Christian, I'm this, I'm that," we should have known it was something like
Oh, you're
demonic.
totally right.
I didn't though. I totally just didn't.
Yeah, I didn't like, but when you look back on it, you're like, "Oh, it makes sense."
I kind of
Yeah,
thought.
they're setting it up.
We're all chronically online, so I know we've seen something like this. But I thought it was gonna be like the one where it's like a tattoo where it's a mermaid, and then like the real vagina is the mermaid's vagina.
Yeah.
But
Oh
I
my
totally
God.
did not think it was gonna be a devil's head. That
Or
shit is.
like Bart Simpson's lips or some
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, the fact that she says it even goes on the inside, and then you see the like. But also, too, she's like, "I've tried skin grafts, I tried lasers, I can't nothing." But I mean, it was dark. It was some dark.
It was dark. Yeah. I mean, she's wild as hell for getting in the first place. I don't
The
know.
devil's vagina. dude.
That took like 48 hours, dude.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like something she drunkenly stumbled into and was like, "I want this."
No.
Like, nah, dog. You know what you're doing. So Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, by the way, are the 2 highest listed producers on this movie. Which
I
that
guess that makes
checks.
sense.
Who's
Yeah.
Evan Goldberg?
He's Seth Rogen's producing partner.
Yeah,
is the best way to put
super
it.
bad. Final
Oh,
Express
okay.
to the end. All
So
that
yeah,
stuff.
if you remember Superbad, Evan, the Michael Cera character, is based off of Evan Goldberg, and
Oh, okay.
Jonah Hill is supposed to be Seth Rogen.
Because they were originally supposed to like star Seth Rogen was supposed to star in that role.
Yeah.
And then like Evan never wanted to do it because he's like kind of kooky or whatever. But then they just aged out of the role, and then they finally made it.
Right.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. I didn't see their names attached to this whatsoever.
I didn't either. Even on the poster, is it on there?
I don't know. I've
seen it in the trailer. They make it prominent as fuck.
That Seth Rogen produced it?
Yeah.
Oh, they have like from producers of like This Is the End and Blocking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. Blocking, Game Night, Joyride. Some of the strongest rated R comedies I've ever seen.
But I don't know, man. I think my idea of what the perfect rated R comedy may always be marred by having seen Girls Trip. Girls Trip is just
so good.
Hey man, let me throw out some numbers.
Dude. It's perfect. Go ahead.
Let's hear the numbers.
Just based on Rotten Tomato score. The tomato meter on this movie is 91%. Girls Trip, 92.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, Girls Trip is objectively better.
83
for Girls Trip or Joyride?
No, for Joyride.
Okay,
83 Joyride. Girls Trip, 78.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you could argue that black women are more hated in society than Asian women.
You could also argue that after Jada Pinkett, everything happened. They went. Jada Pinkett Smith did everything. They went in down. What's Blockers at? Tell me, dude. Tell me. My favorite movie. That's how I think might be my favorite rated R comedy of all time.
I think yeah, I don't know until I see Blockers. So what the fuck do I know? It sucks. I'm vamping to give Eric some time to find that. It sucks that this movie's not going to make even a fraction of their money back.
Especially too, because it could have a sequel. I'd watch a sequel of this movie. I think it has enough. Because where there's certain movies where I'm like, oh, this doesn't need a sequel. I think this movie has enough to warrant a sequel. Like the characters, because they're not super developed characters. Like you can still see there's more stories to tell.
Right.
But also too, like I think overall, like rated R comedies just don't make that much money, because you cut off so much audience. Though.
Right.
Like there's just so many people that can't see it.
That's what I was trying to say, but my mic was fucked up. But yeah, it didn't perform financially. Like it's gonna lose 100%.
So much
and
money.
do you think this plays in China? Because
no.
Right? I mean, it's kind of well, I don't know. I guess China and even Korea, like I guess would be.
It's not gonna be allowed to be played in China, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Also, Ashley Park is actually of Korean descent. So spoiler, we find out that she's not Chinese in the movie.
That's meta, dude.
That is meta as fuck. But I mean, look, I don't want to sound like too much of a weeb, but you can tell the difference. Like, you know, the different the different Asian countries do look different. Like they have different facial structures. And so generally, because her of course the actor who played her stepdad is Korean. That's a Korean actor. He's a famous Korean actor. And like Korean people tend to have like bigger jaws. Like their jaws are just wider technically. And like Chinese people tend to have like slimmer faces, like it comes down, or they're wider. You'll see that like some Korean people have like blockier features. So like you could almost just look at her and tell that she's not full Chinese at least.
But also too, like they set up a lot of things up in this movie, because the granddad, I think it is, I'm assuming that's who it was like, oh, her face is much rounder. It must be from being around the white people.
The white people.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
But like in their head, they're like, oh, the reason she doesn't look totally Chinese is because she's been in America around Americans.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but it was like, oh no, her face is different structure because she's actually Korean.
Her stepdad's name, by the way, is Daniel Day Kim.
He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Lost.
He's in Lost. That dude fucking slaps. He's such a good actor. He's amazing in this.
He fucks.
Oh man, I would watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's like the perfect spice to this movie. You know, he's the pinch of salt at the end of making the dish. Cause look, we're in spoilers, so I'm gonna throw it out there. When she's watching the video of her mom, I cried.
It's sad.
Bro, a tear rolled down, a Denzel tear rolled down my fucking cheek, and I was like,
just a single one?
Yeah. Look, the way that I described it when I was talking to Alex was that 10 minutes is a short film, and it's amazing. It is like I would argue it could be almost Oscar worthy that it hits. I don't even think you need the rest of the movie. You just need a little bit of background, and then to see her react to her mother's video is so fucking heartbreaking.
I mean, the setup all it has to be is she's like, you know, like it could even have her younger or older, however you want it, going for a new job or changing her life or something, or having a child, and then she wants to go find her mother, and then boom. But also, too, I think though it's a little weird though because it's almost like a totally different movie though.
Totally
like the
different.
tone drastically shifts.
Oh yeah,
and like it goes from like raunchy comedy 90% way through to just being like, oh wow, this is actually a heartfelt moment, and it's a little jarring because it just shifts so crazy.
But
I
I'll
don't
take
think
it
so
though.
because they just broke up the group in the scene prior, so like she's doing her own thing.
Yeah, it was definitely on
So
the come down for
So
sure.
the vibes got messed up, and so she's like, I'm all right. I'm just gonna still go through with this thing.
Side note, by the way, Daniel Day Kim also is Johnny Gat in the Saints Row series. I don't know if you guys played Saints Row.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's kind of
No, I
rad.
played GTA.
I mean,
That's
I
an
played
iconic
both, but
No, one or the other, Marvel or DC. You know?
oh wow, yeah, some
Oh,
real
okay.
VHS or beta tape. Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
But no, I kind of liked it though. I think if they're
I thought it was good. I think that scene is very
Yeah, I liked
powerful, and I think their acting is really good because they're both just good actors.
right,
I think because there are certain scenes where I feel like some of the actors just aren't like, I don't know, some of it's just not hitting as well. Like the best friend, like I think is the least good actress. I think
the art friend.
yeah.
I think she has the least to work with as a character.
Correct. I guess her whole thing is just raunchy. Like
Right,
she
she's
doesn't really
full
have.
raunch.
Yeah, so like she has less to do. I mean, I thought the basketball stuff she did though was funny. Like the fact that like Baron Davis, it was so random, but I loved it.
Wait, is he an actual basketball player?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
That's
he's
actually
really good.
him?
He played with LeBron back in the day.
He was kind of funny. I thought he was
I
good.
thought he was good.
He was a good enough actor.
He's like the same thing with LeBron in Trainwreck. It's like you just get a little bit. Like don't let them do too much. Because I think if he had a bigger role, it would have been bad. I think they allowed him just to kind of be one off, and it was silly. And also too, it was kind of in a montage role, so like you weren't focused on him too long.
Yeah. We could cut away from him for sure. Oh wait, he played himself, by the way.
Yeah,
His name is Baron Davis in the movie.
Sorry about that.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I had no idea. I didn't even remember his name. Like, she said his name multiple times, and it went poof right out my brain.
Yeah. What's cool is like
Hilarious.
because a lot of them go overseas to play. So like Dwight Howard's currently in like Taiwan playing. I would love if they went to Taiwan and Dwight Howard was just in it. Like I love stuff like that.
That might be in the second one.
And there was like certain jokes that were like basketball related on it that cracked me up. When she was like Linsanity, do you know what Linsanity is?
Didn't he play for the Rockets? Justin Lin?
He did. So it's Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin. There you go.
He played for New York, and then for like a week or 2 weeks, the whole Linsanity thing, he played great or whatever. But when she was like, oh, Linsanity, and she was like, oh yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I love him.
Yeah.
That was like, if you're a sports fan, there's certain jokes on that, like when those sequences were happening, that I think just were so good.
So, to move away from that just a little bit, to go a little bit before in the movie, how do we feel about the white lady being a fucking drug dealer? That shit was wild.
It's given away in the trailer, so it's like it kind of kills it a little bit.
How much of the trailer did you guys watch, dude? I feel like I saw the
I
teaser.
watched that whole scene practically.
Yeah, when I originally watched the trailer literally gives away a lot.
Yeah.
That sucks, because I went in fucking blind.
I've seen that trailer like
still
2-3
loved it,
times
though.
at the movies, though. That's the only scene that I think the trailer gave away too much with. The other stuff I think is kind of fine. I know like the trip goes bad, but it's like I kind of expected that anyways. But the fact that she's a drug dealer, and she even does the blow in their face thing and says, "Oh, we're
in this together now."
Yeah, and I just think I'm like, man, it gets too much. Like, it's the only thing I guess you don't know is like, oh, she like steals their suitcase, but that didn't even matter. Like some of that stuff didn't matter.
Yeah, they were
like
just
they all ended up back in America while she was in Korea. Like
they were really breaking some fucking laws out here.
Yeah,
I mean, it plays into the whole like Ashley Park's character is not embracing her culture, I guess.
Oh my god, this really did give away everything, dude.
Yeah.
I'm flipping through this trailer. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of this stuff is really funny if you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's because the general audience prefers spoilers.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you have to hook people with some of the best parts for this movie because obviously it didn't make money, but like it really wouldn't have made money if you didn't have this like you have to give everything in this trailer because these names aren't strong enough. Like there's no like it. I don't know how else you can market this movie. Like,
that makes
other
sense.
Than they did.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, but it's one of those movies where I think it's gonna do well on streaming because I can see a lot of people like anybody that sees it telling people like watching it. But the issue is it's only for an adult audience. It is too adult.
Yeah, it's too adult for some adults, according to some of these reviews, man.
Yeah. I mean, your kid's in the NFL and he couldn't handle it.
He was too much of a fucking pussy about it. Fuck. Where are we gonna go? Shit.
I was gonna say it's crazy how much Girls Trip got. 19 million budget, 141 million.
I mean, that was
word of mouth was strong though. On that
was the first of its kind. I feel like though, all female led, raunchy comedy.
But it has star power. This movie doesn't have star power.
I mean, those 4 women are massive stars.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's massive in every sense of the word.
Yeah,
dude, she'll kick your throat in.
I would let her.
I'd let her step on my face.
I would let her write a rap about it too. Fuck it, dude.
I
don't
would let her
care.
break my shit in, between her thighs, dude.
Yeah.
God, like a fucking watermelon, dude.
Dude, I'll let her basketball me.
Oh,
Yeah, but like with who's like big enough Asian actors that would even be in this movie though?
Lucy Liu.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Lucy Liu and Michelle Yeoh shoving bags of cocaine up their butt?
Nah, I can imagine. They're too classy for that.
They are way too classy for that. Yeah, this shit is crazy. The actress, by the way, who is the drug dealer, is a soap opera actress.
I've seen her in things, but I don't know what.
Oh,
What
bro,
soap-
You've seen everyone, dude.
He
Come
really
on.
has.
what soap she's in.
Except for Stephanie, dude.
I just didn't remember her.
She began her career portraying Liberty Ciccone on the CBS soap opera As the World Turns.
Never seen that.
Nah, you didn't have to. Oh, she's married to Wyatt Russell. Good for
Maybe
her.
that's why I've seen her.
Maybe that's where I've seen her.
CSI
I know
Miami.
why, dude.
She was in CSI Miami. I mean, she was so small. She was really good in this role, though. What else? What else do we got? Or is this just a short one? That this is going to be the saddest movie that's going to be forgotten to time.
Oh no.
I think this is. I think this is going to be just blurred into obscurity.
It's not gonna make money, but I do think it's gonna be over time. Like I can anybody that I don't know, based on the audience scores and the critic scores, I think enough people will talk about it. Where when it goes to, you gotta put this on Peacock or Max. Like, what is this,
Who owns Lionsgate though?
Yeah, Lionsgate for the amount of time.
They're weird with their stuff. I think.
I know I recently said what does Lionsgate got, and apparently everything because every time
Everything, bro.
has been Lionsgate.
The Blackening, John Wick,
Yeah,
Sicario,
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games,
Jesus.
Step Up, dude.
Yeah,
The Expendables.
Less Boys. Both of the
Psycho.
American Psycho movies.
I think they got the Saw franchise too.
They do have the Saw franchise.
Yeah, Lionsgate got a lot.
What do they got, James?
I'm sorry. I even made a short about it. It's there.
2 Punisher movies, 2 Hostile movies, all 8 Marvel animated features.
Jesus.
They got
La La Land.
What?
Yeah, but that's ass.
You're just an idiot.
Whoa,
All right.
dude, come on.
I guess we're just talking out of our fucking dicks at this point. Great. Shit. I had something and then I lost it talking about all the fucking Lionsgate bangers that we've seen.
Like what streaming service do we think is like?
Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be on the cock. It's so raunchy.
Dude,
If
if
it's
it's
on the
not on the
cock.
cock, they're fools.
They are fools. This is this is the directorial debut of the director.
What else do they work on? Are they like
She
a
was
writer producer?
screenwriter on Crazy Rich Asians and screenwriter on Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, people really like that movie.
That's a good start, man.
Those are both well received.
Oh, she was a writer for the English dub of Digimon Digital Monsters.
Oh,
Champions?
hell yeah.
Digimon are the champions, yeah.
Digimon.
Digimon are the champions.
Producer,
Change.
two motherfuckers. Producer for One Tree Hill, supervising producer for Life on Mars.
Hey, One Tree Hill was a banger.
What is that?
Some
It's a
white people
CW,
show, bro. You don't
like,
need to
high
watch it.
school
Oh,
show.
okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
need
watching
it.
It's
that.
like Degrassi, but like
Worse. It's American, not
Yeah.
Canadian. Except, what's his name? Drake didn't get shot on that
Drake. Someone
No
does
Drake.
get shot though. It's
one. Oh. Yeah, this movie's just gonna fucking fall into obscurity. We're gonna know it. We're gonna love it. We'll be screaming from the rooftops.
I'll remember it.
I love that old boy fucking broke his hip or whatever during that dance battle scene.
When they all just start getting broken, it's so funny, dude. She KO'd my man's balls with that massager though.
Yeah, she did. She raised
That
my
was
man's octave
Crazy.
on his voice. I mean,
When you see how powerful that thing was, I was like, oh.
the fact that she masturbated with a basketball and a thorough gun
Yeah,
or
that
whatever
was
is
wild.
crazy.
Dude, that it made her that Coke makes her horny or Molly, whatever she
No,
had.
it was Coke.
Coke.
She said Coke makes me horny, and a whole bag of it exploded in her butt.
And she was like, oh, the whole movie.
When the main
Oh,
character
dude.
is just like,
Oh,
oh,
shit.
I need Coke afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, if
I
I
thought-
if I
I
get
thought
a
you-
you died a little bit there. You
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
we got
Like, it
worried.
froze. It
Yeah.
froze, and I felt the froze, and then it came back. But yeah, like when she's just like fiending in that scene is so hilarious to me.
Yeah, when she hit him with the, I just need a little bit of Coke and I can figure this problem out.
Yeah.
That is wild. I mean, because they would have died, by the way. Guys, they'd have been dead. Nobody does that
Yeah,
much Coke and doesn't die.
100% agree.
Especially the first timers.
Oh, yeah,
I
their
don't know.
hearts
I think-
explode.
I think Sherry Cola would have been fine.
But no, because she already, when she first gets them, she's like,
No.
oh, this is good stuff. So, like,
Yeah.
and she's like, you took more than me. Like, dude, they were, it's just too much.
It's
I mean,
just
yeah,
too
it's not
much.
realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, she had like multiple suitcases full of cocaine and pills, which is wild. Did they do Molly in this movie?
They make references to Molly, so I don't know if they did or not. So,
Do
like,
it or
they
not?
had other drugs, but once it came to the fact of them doing it, they just made it a Coke joke.
Right.
But, like, she was like, oh, Molly, this, that. And, like, if it was, like, real quick.
Mhm.
But then it just turned into Coke.
I think Deadeye took the Molly.
Oh, yeah, I could see
Maybe,
that.
because she was the one that was tripping. Like, she was the one that was,
Yeah.
like, she's like, this giraffe throwing its spots at me.
Yeah. So I'm seeing something here that says the movie may not be Bridesmaids level of brilliant, but it's got more than a couple of Hall of Fame worthy comedy set pieces. I like this movie better than Bridesmaids.
What's
I
that
would need
on?
to rewatch Bridesmaids, but Bridesmaids is like Bridesmaids was the first like woman all full cast hard like R raunchy thing like
Yeah.
so like it was the first of its kind.
Yeah, this started
It
it, I
holds
think.
up though. Like Bridesmaids definitely holds up.
I didn't really love it the first time that
I've
I
never
saw
seen
it.
it.
It's okay.
It's like got Kristen Wiig in it. Like it's
Maya
I'm
Rudolph.
messing with that.
yeah.
Well, you don't like Kristen Wiig?
Yeah, I can take it or leave it.
Melissa
Wow.
McCarthy's in it.
I mean, fuck
Rose
Melissa
Byrne's in
McCarthy.
it.
Melissa McCarthy can burn in hell. I don't care. She's trash.
I think she's funny in certain things. She's funny in that role.
She does
mean,
the
Rose
same.
Byrne.
She does the same thing in everything, dude. She's like,
Rose
look, at,
Byrne's a baddie, dude. I love Rose Byrne.
look, we're going back to Melissa McCarthy. Shut up. Melissa McCarthy is trash. All she goes is herkader. I'm fat. Ain't I funny? I fell over. Meh.
Is it because she's fat that you have a problem with her?
No, I have
Yeah,
a problem with her because
personality,
she's
man.
fat and not funny. Chris
But
Farley.
she's funny because she's fat.
No, Chris Farley is funny and fat.
What about Rebel
okay?
Wilson?
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel
also,
Wilson is also not funny.
Also trash. Also
Yeah.
fucking just disgustingly terrible at comedy. I think
Yeah.
she's awful.
Oh, I thought
She-
you were gonna say something else.
No.
I was gonna say, holy fuck.
Jonah Hill and Superbad, funny and fat, right? You can be funny and fat, but
if you're a man.
yeah, basically.
Oh, the views of Joey do not reflect.
show me a funny fat woman. I'll fucking tell you you're a liar.
I don't know. I don't look.
Crickets.
Look, there's a reason you couldn't answer off the top of your head, and it's because Melissa McCarthy's
But-
fucking trash.
Dude, fucking
Funny
girl in
fat-
this movie's a little heavy set, and she was in.
Well, you're just as bad as your family members, dude. What the fuck?
Shit, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm on
That family scene was a little too real, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
I loved
everyone being
I-
racist.
I loved how the scene where she's like, they feed you all this much, and then they make fun of your weight or whatever. Too real.
So
Too real.
It's too real.
I'm on cafemom.com and
Okay.
I got a list of top 6 I'm sorry. They're just all fat, so that's why I said it. 6
You're fucked.
Yeah, he's getting canceled.
I'm fat. I'm allowed to say that. My BMI is fucking 33 and a half, dude. Shut up. I'm allowed to say that. 6 funny fat friends who deserve their own movie. Rebel Wilson as Fat Amy. Melissa McCarthy as Megan from Bridesmaids. Melanie from Fun Mom Dinner. Bridget Everett.
I have no idea.
What?
No idea. Alice from Rough Night. Jillian Bell. She was the she was the drug dealer in 22 Jump Street. She's funny. She was and she's not even really fat like the other two were. But like, you know, she's a heavier set woman who is hilarious. I think in the role that I saw her in, she's fucking fantastic. Mary from The Big Sick, 80 Bryant, she's hilarious. Heavier set woman, hilarious.
But you know who's honestly funny? The fat black women are funny.
In general, did you say
Yeah,
all the
like,
fat black
yeah,
women are
like-
funny?
I think they tend to be funnier.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
good.
Plus 10 to funny.
the girl from The Blackening was fucking hilarious. That's
Yeah,
how
great.
you.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do fat woman funny. You don't even
But-
bring attention to the fact that you're fat because you're just
Yeah.
funny. You know,
Because she just plays just funny.
I see what
Right.
you're saying.
Beanie Feldstein, Jonah Hill's sister, heavier set girl, hilarious.
She's hilarious in Booksmart.
Fucking hilarious. See, that's how you do it. So don't fucking bring Melissa McCarthy even into the conversation because
Alright,
she's
you found
trash.
the one white one that you're allowed to say you're not.
Both of them. Rebel Wilson is dog shit, and you know it, motherfucker. You know it.
I never said I like Rebel Wilson. I just say Melissa McCarthy has a few roles where she's funny.
But you're wrong. I just listed off 3 fat white women who are funnier, and don't
I
get
mean,
as
I
much
didn't know
love.
half of them.
Yeah. You knew 2 of them
Yeah.
at least. How do we even get here?
You were hating on Melissa McCarthy. Oh, Bridesmaids.
Oh yeah, Bridesmaids. Yeah, I think Bridesmaids kind of whack. I've never really loved it. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny, but
I think
That's
this
not
is
your
better, and I don't think that's recency bias either.
I think Bridesmaid is more watchable, like for everyone.
Well,
So,
yeah,
like-
because the raunchiest joke in that movie is that they shit in a stall or they shit in a sink or whatever.
Yeah, and, then
And that's
she-
also R-rated?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Maya
only,
Rudolph shits in the street.
yeah, she does shit in the street. No,
It's a soft R then.
No, doesn't she shit all over the wedding gown?
She's in the wedding gown when she's
Yeah.
like sitting in the manhole.
Oh,
or
right,
whatever.
right. It is a softer R though, Eric.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
movie is much harder
But it
of
was
an R.
early. Like you couldn't go that hard back then in an all women cast movie like that. They just would never have made it.
I'm sure people even kind of shit on how crass they were in that movie though, you know?
Oh, they did for sure. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about it. It just ended up being like, I mean, it's an SNL movie. Like,
Yeah,
those
exactly.
movies are usually do pretty well or they do terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, because she was still real big on SNL, Kristen Wiig when that came out, and then Maya Rudolph as well. Like they had like 2 like heavy hitters.
Right. Go ahead. You were gonna say
Because that was
something.
even before Melissa McCarthy actually became anything. I think that's one of like her first roles too.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the rest of the cast in there, but yeah, it's a good cast. Was that even rated at?
Bridesmaids? I have no idea. It should
Low, probably.
No, it's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, it came out 2011.
Damn, why does that feel like not long ago? But it was totally a long fucking time
Yeah, it
ago.
was like forever ago when you really think about it. Yeah.
12 years.
So 89, and what is the audience?
76 audience score.
76, yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty
And-
low.
But I'm sure a lot of the things are like, oh, it was raunchy. Like
Too
if you-
raunchy for me. I took
Yeah.
my Christian youth group to go see
I was about
this
to say
movie.
that, dude. Oh my god.
God,
I
no.
was legit about to say that.
Me and my Christian Minecraft server watched this movie and we felt it was too raunchy. Okay, someone said I wet myself watching it. Never mind. Some of these people are horny for this movie. It's a little boring. I don't like millennial humor. Sorry.
Sorry.
There's
Sorry.
a 1. There's a half star though.
Oh hell no.
This movie was straight booty. The only funny part of this movie was when everybody was pooping and barfing because it reflected the mood that watching this movie put me in.
Jeez.
See, you can't take that serious,
Bro,
dude.
that was February 10th of 2023. It's such a recent review of this movie.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
He said this movie straight booty.
Yeah.
He's like,
Who
you know
talks
what?
like that?
I'm gonna announce my opinion on this movie.
Yeah. Stands at the top of a tower. This movie's straight booty.
Straight booty cheek.
Straight booty. I love it. God damn it. These people are hilarious. Who is reviewing Bridesmaids in the year of our Lord 2023, though? Who
Dude, there's
the
a ton
fuck's
of these
got
from
time?
2022 as well.
This is so weird. Where are these people reviewing fucking Joyride, though, you know? That's where we need them.
Not enough. That's what I'm saying.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
boys.
suggest this to everyone. Hey, you want to see a good R-rated movie?
Bridesmaids.
Game night.
No. You want to see an Asian-led movie?
Crazy
not
Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich. That's not Crazy Rich Asians.
Shang-Chi.
Anything with Ali Wong.
Anything with Ali Wong. She's fantastic.
no.
That's a
so
good
funny.
one. That's a straight banger.
She might be the biggest Asian name that could have been this, and she's not even huge.
She's not very big. No. Very inappropriate to have watch with my child. Focus too much on sex and being raunchy. Definitely would not recommend and ask for money back. That was Maggie.
Jesus,
She's a
dude.
verified rater. Gave Joyride a 1 star.
See, like
That's
that's the
crazy.
issue with like
What are you
rating
doing?
systems. Like when you do stuff on it, because like Deadpool has some bad ratings like that. Where like
Yeah.
it's like, but if it's rated R, you can't bring someone under 18 and then be surprised that
No.
it had stuff that was not suitable for someone
Yeah.
under 18.
Yeah, like come on.
Like they need to, I understand, like those reviews need to be put in a separate like algorithm.
Dumbass bin, you mean? This is where we put the idiot reviews.
Just discounted.
Yeah.
Because that's just like, oh, well, I don't like this movie because it was inappropriate for my child. And it's like, but it wasn't intended for your child.
No, definitely not. Unless your child's cool.
Yeah.
Fuck it. They come see this movie, you know? All right, boys. We got anything left in the tank, or do we want to go to questions?
No, I think we're good.
No,
All
I
right.
got nothing.
Oh, Rebel Wilson's also in Bridesmaids.
You motherfucker.
Great. Two of the
That's why-
least
that's why I
funny
brought it up.
fat white women on the planet were in the same fucking movie. Yeah, no wonder why it's mid as shit.
You're right.
Maybe they should have been 80 Bryan or whatever. Or fucking Gloria Fieldstein or whatever her name is. I forgot her name already.
She's a star.
She is a star. She's up and coming. James, what was your favorite part of Joyride?
Would I say was my favorite? I don't know. But I would say the most memorable scene was when her tattoo that we've been talking about this whole movie, that they had at least a 10-minute riff on during the middle of the movie, came to light.
I mean, it was crazy, dude. It was perfectly shaved and everything.
It was.
There was not a hair on that woman's body. It was wild. The
It was
devil
crazy.
has to have some hair too. There's no chin hair or nothing. Come on. I
The
think it's
devil
very
made me do
realistic. Eric, what was your favorite part of Joyride?
The family scene, and then the cut to where they're like, "Oh, forget you, you're Korean."
Oh,
We hate
dude,
you.
when they hate her for being Korean, dude, that Asian on Asian violence is hilarious.
It was too real.
It was too real. Man, what was my favorite part? I kind of like we didn't really talk about it much, but when she's interacting with all the businessmen, I think that shit is fucking hilarious.
It's
Dude, that egg
top,
shot.
When,
top rated R comedy stuff right there.
when they're just like being blatantly fucking racist, just straight macroaggressions, it's so
you're
funny.
talking about in like whatever the game that they were playing.
Yeah, they're playing
forget that game.
racquetball. Not
Racquetball. Yeah, it's racquetball. But I even liked it when she was interacting with the Chinese businessman.
Yeah,
And,
I like when
like-
she was being a bro.
Yeah, anytime she's being a bro is delicious. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
'Cause,
so
like,
good.
You can just tell that she's like trying hard. She's being a pick-me girl. And like you kind of get a sense for where her character development is going to go in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hilarious. She plays the part perfect, you know? She fucking trying to get drunk out here with the boys. Slapped old boy hard as fuck. Slapped him way too
She
hard.
punched
for no
that
reason.
man practically.
Yeah, she definitely hit him with the base of her palm for sure. Wow.
I'm not drinking that egg though.
Dude, the fact that she muscled through it is crazy. I'd have just said no. I'd have been like,
When
I'm
a boy
bitch
was
made.
chewing on it, just like, yeah, I would have threw up right then and there.
Ugh. And you could
What
crunch.
about for $1,000?
No, I'm
Not
not
enough.
eating a 1,000-year egg for $1,000. You're crazy.
No.
Especially because they would fuck me and they'd give it to me in 1,000 yen. Great. What do I
Well,
need $98
damn.
for, Eric?
I wouldn't want regular alcohol, let alone with a 1,000-year-old egg in it.
Yeah.
What
Or
about mezcal with a worm in it?
the worm's supposed to make me hallucinate, yeah?
I don't know.
I mean, that stuff, I don't know. Probably not still.
I think that's the urban legend. I don't think there's actually bottles with a worm in it.
If we're going to the village, I'm getting a bottle with a worm in it.
I mean, there are bottles with worms in them. I don't know how, like, traditional it is or isn't, though.
I mean, well,
But you would do that over the 1,000-year egg?
I mean, yeah, because the worm.
Do you
versus-
know? Do you know what a 1,000-year egg is, Eric?
No. 1,000-year egg?
It's literally. Is it a duck
fermented-
egg, Eric?
Yeah, it's
James?
fermented eggs. Yeah.
But it's a duck egg that they let soak and they let it like age though. So there's an actual duck in it. Like when you eat it, Eric, you're eating the
crunchy.
bones and
The
beak.
vertebrae?
Yeah, like
The
it's
cartilage.
it's not just a fucking egg. It's like
Yeah, miss me with that, dude.
it's a half-birthed egg, you know?
But my thing also too, like I can swallow a worm. It's not that big. Like it's a little, like compared to a whole ass egg.
Yeah, that's a whole egg, dude. The whole mouth is
Yeah.
it's
I
full
don't even
of,
like boiled eggs.
it's oh well, you're crazy. Boiled
Wait,
eggs are
what?
delicious. But like it's like fermented liquor too, and the egg. Like, why are they serving that in the club? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck
Shit.
are they doing?
Ancient tradition, dude.
It's
Fucking
body.
Vegas bomb. Put a 1,000-year egg in my shit.
It's a 1,000-acre bomb.
1,000-acre bomb. Oh my god. All right, James. What's your least favorite part?
Probably the train scene, just because they gave it away in the trailer, and I couldn't really enjoy it because I was like, okay. And then even though it was funny or whatever, it kind of was just like there and gone. I know in the hotel they get side effects from the drugs or whatever, but I'm still just like, the payoff wasn't worth it because like they just showed it too much in the trailer. But that's my fault.
It's the trailer's fault. I don't know if you should blame yourself. Definitely blame
You're
the trailer,
right.
though.
I blame Lionsgate.
There you go. Fuck them. And the horse they rode in on. Eric, what was your least favorite part?
But that was too raunchy, dude. Like, I took my
fucking
10-year-old
hate
son.
Right out of his NFL game.
You're right.
No,
I had to miss his NFL game for this.
probably just the. I mean, I liked it kinda, but then it went a little too long. Just the music video portion.
Yeah, I'm going to side with you there. The music video portion really let me down.
That's valid.
It
Yeah.
just looked bad. Wasn't very funny.
I think it's on purpose, though, looking bad.
Well,
But-
sure. Yeah, because they're supposed to be a fucking,
K-pop
Kmart.
low, but they're low budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a fake. Yeah.
I mean, even though they said in the trailer when she's like Becky number 2 or whatever she said, that still chuckled me.
Becky number 2?
When she says what their names are,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
she's like 2. I still chuckled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. It was a good bit.
Okay. Cinema score questions. Would we rent it? No.
No,
Nah.
Would we buy this movie physically?
no.
No.
You can't leave it around the kids.
Yeah, I'd have
If
to
it
lock
came
it
in a
up.
girls trip bundle,
Oh, dude, girls trip, joyride, and business trip. Oh,
oh,
this should be straight
Fire.
fire. You gotta listen to last week's episode if you want to know what the fuck we're talking about that third movie.
or the retreat.
Yeah, it's Business Retreat. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of our
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
We're
trademark,
workshopping, it's all
trademark,
right, it's
trademark,
all right.
Yeah, we're workshopping.
trademark.
Yeah, when Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg sign on to the project, they'll help us. They'll get us.
Yeah.
They'll get us across the finish line.
Real squared away.
Yeah. Would you buy this movie digitally? No.
Nah.
Would you buy this movie in the $7.99 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
Dude, a rated R comedy 10-pack.
10. Damn.
Yeah, what the fuck? You think there's that many rated R comedy
No,
female
I'm getting like
movies?
5 bad doo-doo ones.
Oh yeah, straight up doo-doo ones.
But no, I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it.
straight booty movies. 5 straight booty movies. I'll take it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
Bridesmaids on there since that movie was straight booty.
Yeah, I'll scratch that part of the DVD though. I'll make sure I can't watch it. Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
All adults at a drinking party, yeah.
Dude, at my son's second birthday party. In a heartbeat.
Make it like an Asian themed party.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm here for that,
During-
though.
During Asian month, sure, I'll throw it on the background.
During Asian month? Sure, fucking dude, during the Chinese New Year, I'm in.
You might as well. Or Korean New Year.
Yeah. All right. Would you watch this again?
I gotta give it some time, dude.
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't because I don't enjoy it, but I don't know in what state of mind am I gonna be in the mood to watch this movie.
I think if any of my children ever have an NFL off season, I'm watching it again.
Oh, got
I
it, got it.
gotta put myself in the mind of a Greg Jennings
Yeah.
to
Is this
fully understand.
Is this a first date type of movie?
Derek, under no circumstances, I would never.
You gotta test their
I'm
mental,
gonna
you
let
know?
you know,
Just
Eric.
the mental, he said.
I'm not. I've been on multiple dates and I'm not taking her.
Yeah, this isn't even a 30th date movie here.
Yeah, we've been in the movie several times.
This
so
is- Years of friendship, then you can watch this.
yeah, this is to test out people to see if they're cool or not.
Yeah, I think this is more of a friendship test movie than anything.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'm not putting a significant other, but if my boys can't handle Joyride, kick those motherfuckers out, dude.
You're not gonna show Alex this?
Boy Alex or girl Alex? Because I'll buy
I
boy
said
Alex.
okay.
Okay, you're right. I'll buy boy Alex a steelbook and he'll never watch it. But
You show someone, you have someone watch the first episode of Black Mirror and this, and then you see how cool they really are.
Wild.
cool.
See where they land on the cool meter.
Yeah. If they can't hang with one or both,
Throw them
not
out.
cool.
Throw them out. Throw them out with the pig sex water. Oh my god.
If they can't watch this, First Mirror, Black Mirror, and then Blonde.
Blonde? Get the fuck out of here.
Marilyn Monroe.
Speaking of abuse, see?
Dude, yeah. No, I think the theme is that we're seeing the inside of a vagina head on. Point of view vagina shot. That's the theme.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks for the 3 clips y'all just gave me. I appreciate that shit. Where the fuck are we at? All right, ratings. All right, boys. What are we giving Joyride?
I'll give it 8.5 ounces of Coke.
Bro, that is
Up my
not
butt.
8.5 ounces of Coke. 8.5
I'll
ounces of
give
Coke
it-
in my butt. Eric?
I'll give it also an 8.5. On the vibrating setting on that massager.
The
That shit
Theragun.
only went to 8 and they put it to 8.5.
Yeah, they did a little bit extra. That was the ball. That's what it was for. Damn. I'm gonna have to give this one 8 Eiffel Towers out of 10, dude. A little bit lower than you
classic.
guys, but still pretty good. The fact
I
that
love
she
Paris,
did
dude.
that, I was not expecting that to happen. Then she
I
took
felt the vibe.
I didn't.
the vibe. I did not feel the vibe either. I didn't
No.
expect it.
I was like, oh, this is gonna happen.
Oh,
She's
well,
too
yeah.
business like I thought.
Yeah, but she had a lot of Coke.
There's so much Coke in her butt, Eric. Too much, some could argue.
No, she didn't do the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, Eric, they all did cocaine. She blew the cocaine into all their faces.
But she didn't put it in her butt.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
she put it
She
in her
couldn't
ass,
hang.
yeah.
She couldn't hang. Yeah.
She just like ate it.
Yeah.
She snorted it, yeah.
Dude, she just like she opened the bag and just went, oh.
Yeah.
Pulled the Tony Montana, dude.
All right, everybody. That means that Joyride has a Sooner or Later average score of 8.3. So, thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerLaterTV for our live review of Joyride. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live, don't worry. You can find us on all podcasting platforms and on YouTube on Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Central. So make sure to tune in next week for our review of some movies. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.